Okay, I think hopefully at least we should be good to go. I'm guessing. Um, well, only time will tell. Alternatively, I could just check it out myself. I hope the background noise is manageable. It's quite noisy.
I'm here to break a world record.
Oops, Simpsons, sorry. Should really check my phone's volume. Okay, great news. Things are going swimming. Like, I can hear myself. The camera is visible. Yeah, let's get going. So, anyways, hi guys. This is Kaisif, and I'm back. Oh yeah, I've got a bit of blue on my shirt now. I don't remember putting it there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Wait, do I remember it? I don't know. Anyway, so I was thinking of doing a survival stream, but then I realized I wanted a very specific farm. This time around, and that actually has to do with this thing, the beehive. Because well, the last time I designed this, the crafter I don't think was in the game, but now there is a crafter, and I normally build this for honeycombs, but I don't use honeycombs all that much. But neither do I use honey, so it does beg the question as to why I'm doing this. But I'm just going to do it anyway. So this is the honeycomb farm I designed for my survival world. And we are going to use it to check out if we can make a self-sustaining honey block farm. So the problem with honey farms is normally you need the dispenser filled to the brim with honey bottles, and it keeps dispensing it out, and you keep collecting the honey bottles. You later go and you change things, and then you craft them out into honey blocks and then put them back in. But now with the crafter, you should be able to not have to do that. And we are going to see whether we can pull off a proper system here. So currently the way this works is that we have a barrel here which I think has a hopper below it, yeah. So that's your output, and I think we can just actually start off by hello, I am back from a laundry crisis. Hopefully nothing's happened. Yeah, I've just been here for 5 minutes. Nothing's happened. Oh no, wait. I've been here for longer. I think I've been here for longer. I've been here for 10 minutes. Anywho, so first thing we got to do, get rid of all this stuff because it's completely pointless. Oh, but I'm gonna have to be careful with this. Okay. Next up, sort of what we want to do is instead of this. Oh, that actually makes me very curious about how there's a honey block. What does the output look for this thing? Okay. Now I need a way to power it. Oh no. Oh, why did I think it'd be something different? The problem is I do not want Ugh. I do not want to use an item filter. That's sort of the whole goal of this exercise. So this is a bit of a problem. It's a bit of a big problem actually. How do we get that out of there? Unless we use... Oh, this is going to be a bit nasty, isn't it? Oh, this could get really nasty. But if I took a wax copper chest and I put a wax copper golem statue. First question: does this still output it? It does output it, as per before. We then will need a chest of honey blocks and an empty chest that's somehow further away from it, and a copper golem looking here. Oh no, I think I've taken the statue. Oh, obviously these have spawnings. So now the question is... Oh, bother. It's not going to take a moment. He's going to turn here, put in there. He's going to have to fail that, and then put it in this one. So that is going to be how we're going to do this. It's a bit long-winded, but I think we can make it work. The only question is... how do I force this thing to happen? So yeah, we sort of have to make sure that it checks this block first. Fails? Fix that. Oh my god, it jumps up, that's so cool. This is great, this is awesome. We are gonna have to push you off the edge though, my friend. Adios. Yeah, that sucks. But any hoozles, what we need to do is we need to disable all of these. And this is problematic because I've actually forgotten some of my honey block basics, which was what is the signal strength when I think I can do a smart game move and then pick speed 3000. Oh, something's... oh, this is what's been setting off. Where are my honeys? So the problem is I actually don't remember what is the requisite honey level. Yeah, it's been a while since I've played this game. Oh, I heard sounds, which is always a great sign. I am gonna have to pick something. Guys, this is not going to stop. It's quite painful. Okay, that's good. Yeah. In the meantime, what we need to do is we need to try and figure out a way. So this is our observer. So this is a dispenser. This is the thing that. Okay. Those have gone in. We'll take a bit of a time to out. What's the level here? Huh. What? I was gonna get a piston going. Christ, I really can't make out what the signal strength is anymore. I feel like it's time for me to just quickly check the wiki because this is not making any sense. What are these called as? These are called as beehives. Once filled with honey, it emits a signal strength of 5. So we need 5 blocks here. Great, that's good news. So the moment it hits 5 blocks, it has to go all the way back, has to activate it. But there is a famous problem with beehives. Can I actually reopen that because I need one particular command. It's a block. Tab. Beehive. Replace. Oh, honey level. Go to 5. Amazing. I have placed the wrong block. Of course I did. Anyway, I think this should actually be sufficient to demonstrate what I'm after, which is this thing. Get a bunch of bottles. So the idea I have is if I have 4 bottles, right, I place that here and I somehow power it using an observer. What is going to happen is this going to activate and it's just going to place the glass bottle here, which is not ideal. We sort of want it to go out, but the issue is we can't make it go out unless you just keep doing it. So we sort of need a way to do that. And even if I did place a hopper there, yeah, I'm just really trying to remember how these work. It's activated again. You can see the glass bottle has gone through. Oh, the glass bottle went through because this was not full up. Redo the command. I'm just going to remove this and I'm going to see what happens now. It activates and puts it back in. We redo the command. It's blocking it. And what happened this time is that the random selection selected the honey block and put that in instead, which is sort of what we want. However, In this scenario, we want it to activate again. So that works properly. Then we wait for the next time that it gets filled. We want this to activate again. We should put that there. Hopefully we get a glass by that time, and then we reactivate here. So basically it needs to activate until we get a beehive. Sorry, a honey bottle, which is an interesting problem to have. So how do we do this? Simple solution. I mean, the first step, obviously, we need a comparator output out of this, and the comparator, and if the comparator is there, that basically means that I need the dispenser to be here. I can possibly play around with this eventually, but not just yet. We need 1, 2. I have forgotten how redstone towers work, but I think I should be able to get away with a few slabs there. It's the worst slab block ever, but it will do. 1, 2, 3, 4, won't part it. That will. So if I put a glass bottle here and I ran the command again, it's activated briefly, and you have a honey bottle there. That is ideal. However, what happens if you have multiple honey bottles there? That happens. That's in. And in this case, it has somehow accidentally failed, again because of the random selection, in which case we want this to reactivate. Now that is why I was considering actually keeping this on the lower level instead of the upper level, because that allows me to do something really funky. I think about this properly. One of the things that it requires me to do is place the dispenser facing this way. So now we place the dispenser, yes. It requires me to place the dispenser that way with a piece of redstone going we need a repeater here. Then we also somehow need 4 blocks. So that's 1. That's 2, that's 3, that's 4. Oh no, that's not how redstone works, is it? That is a clock. We don't want a clock. We want that to go around. Possibly even longer. That's definitely off. Clock repeater down there. Get this thing here. You have that. You have target block. Place target block. Fails multiple times. Place glass bottle in. Works. At which point you can replace B block. It outputs that, puts stuff there. Amazing. So right now the cost is dispenser comparator repeater. Next up is the slightly more important stage, which is this thing, the crafter. You need to get the crafter into the system. So the way you do that, you place that there, run your Once again, you're gonna have to configure this. Configure that. Run that there. I wonder, because I'm better to say it is this way. I'm just gonna take that and I'm actually gonna place it there. Run the hopper there and do the same thing. And the reason for that is quite simple, is I just want as little barring as possible. The thing is that there's a solid block here, and that's gonna get barred every so often, which is sort of what we want. Next up, we grab this thing, put it there. Oh, that's still going. We then need an output chest, which can go here. And then we need an input chest, which will have to be that. Now our output chest has to have one block of honey. Realizing the importance of not having a single other block in the vicinity. And yeah, we can actually test this out once I get my copper golem. So we have my copper golem here. Copper golem should not be able to pathfind too much. Yeah, it's going to get quite annoying after a while, but hey. I did not. Yeah, that's going to be problematic. But anyway, so that's gone there. Oh, I did not know about this crafting recipe. Oh no, I dread to see what's going to happen. It made sugar, didn't it? Why do I try to be smart? So here's the thing. It can't path to that block anyway. So you can't put it in this. Now the question is, can you see this block? Can you see that block? You cannot. Okay. That's good news. It's just a second reason as to why this thing does not work. Goodbye. So this obviously does not work. Unfortunately, what that means is I have to put an additional hopper here. Oh, hello NSV8. Thanks for joining. I think it's been a while since I've read chat because I've got into a mood. Anyway, so this funnels in, and now we've got a bit of a big problem to figure out. In that, yeah, what's the signal strength here? Because unfortunately for us, that's quite strong. How strong is that? Once again, I think that they've changed how this works. I can't see. Yeah, I can't see this thing. I think they've changed how this works. Oh yeah. So it's F31. That there's a mouse. Is that my mouse? There's F32, which does not help me, and there's F33, which also does not help me, and F3, F6. Oh my god, I needed this. How does this work? So FPS is an overlay. Oh, changes to always. Uh, don't really care. In overlay, light levels in overlay is always useful. In overlay, done. Ah, this is more familiar. Except I can't find the thing I wanted. So yeah, so if I look at this, it's not doing the one step I sort of want. Yep, there we go. There we go. I'm a genius. I figured it out. Anywho, what I need to do now is see what happens when I fill this up like that. This becomes a part of 9, which is quite a lot. Uh, and the fact that it's quite a lot sucks a wee bit. Because I don't know how to get a signal strength of 9 in this game. I wonder if a composter can help me out here. I obviously do not want a massive. Okay, I should probably schedule this. The problem is composters are also notoriously hard to control. So it's also possibly. Ah! Oh, that's a lot of. Oh, that's probably not how much detail I want always. Um, Something else that's always. Oh wow, that's a lot of details just in the always section. Okay, that's completely useless. I feel that's just a bit much. I accidentally sent something else to always. I feel. This is a very cool feature, don't get me wrong, but hey, yeah, much better. So field composters are bad. Normally use book and quills, but I am a professional cheapskate. We don't do that. We don't do that here. What we do instead, we try and figure out a neat little way to borrow the signal from these two. I'm going to regret this, aren't I? I'm so going to regret this. The thing is, okay, so this is quite simple, really. If I placed a block here, I just need I forgot. I forgot. I just need to make sure. Okay, so yeah, that's basically sort of what we need. We need there to be a signal strength of 5 right now. But when it is a signal strength of 9, we want this to activate. Or actually, more accurately, we just want it to activate when the signal strength is not 6. When the signal strength is not 6 and you get an update from that, we don't want it to be activated. But when it falls below 6, then we are fine with it getting it. How do I get a signal strength of 6? As I said, the obvious thing I don't want to do is have. And I could get an observer. I could just put a composter here. I feel like that is the best plan. Just get some. Oh, I have a bunch of that stuff. What's it called? No, it's not called mold. Leaves. Ah, it's called leaf litter. Leaf litter. So now what I can do is I think I can do this. Ah. So once it hits 8, it turns off. Okay, great. That's good news. That's good news. We need it. So this is 9. Now subtract. This becomes 6. Because that's at 3. And if I place a block here, this one becomes 6. Because that one's 3. Right? 1, 2, 3. Which means I need this to be at level 6. Output to here. I'm just going to place an extra chest here. Ah, I was sort of hoping that that would give me some extra space to work with, but it hasn't. Which sucks just a wee bit. At least it gives me the chance to do that. Place a block here. Get rid of the overlay. And yeah, I think that should work. If I should place something here, we have a few extra honey bottles. Yeah, let's see what happens. We need to run a command here. So here we have one there. Copper golem spawning. There's a there. Just looking in it, there shouldn't be anything there. I'm just gonna explore around it a bit, I guess. We do this. Yikes. So I think what's happened here, that's ended up with 2 of them, which is a bit unfortunate. Okay, crisis averted there. Uh-oh. Oh, bother. So something a bit odd just happened there. Okay, that's good. You pick up all 4 of them. Check that. Put those 4 there. Now we have 6. So that part of the system works. It's pure genius on my part. What I'm confused by is a bit of a mess up that seems to have happened here. So we're going to check it out again. So now we've got 2 items there. That is a par 1. Oh. This is supposed to be 7. So that's 0. Redo that. So, what? I'm just gonna break that quickly because we are having problems because of that. So that's a par 5 by default. That is a par 6, par 7, par 8, and par 9. So, now the second I made this 9, this will still be 9. Once I add that to subtract mode, oh, what? So it is 1 off. Because some idiot has made this 8 strong. That's not how I'm supposed to do this. Oh, please don't tell me you've got like sugar or something. Oh no, this is not good. In the meantime, so it's 4, so it's slightly stable now. What we need is a... Oops. Don't know what it's got stuck with. Haha. Anyway, let's do this couple of things. Let's just select. Wow, that's incredibly unlucky. This is an edge case I wasn't expecting to happen. Oh bother. Oh, this works as a sugar farm. Yeah, so what's happening here? Might be a bit too slow to let the glass in. Oh god, we've got a stack of glass just here. Oh no. Okay, we're gonna try this out again. I'm gonna be slightly careful. Okay. Wait, so we have 4, right? I have to be really careful. We're gonna disable that. We're gonna see what happens. Okay. This is part 3 because this is at level 4. And this has 7 slots filled. This is now at par 4. 5, 6. So that's 6. That's 2. That should be 1. Which means that when I put the last block in, that's 3, that's 2, and that's 1. Since you have your output there. So I should do this part of the process, right? And just like that, you're done. Which means we can get back to our old problem. For some reason, it is perfectly choosing only the okay, so that's a 2. So that should be a 1. Oh no! It's happened again! I wonder if the solution is just as simple as me placing a single target block here. It generates that, creates that. And unfortunately, I need to try and figure this out. Oh, oh bugger out. I mean, I guess the solution to that is just put a repeater here. I think that's the best solution I can come up with, unfortunately. Luckily for us, we have enough stuff to get this thing going again. So F3. Oh my god, did it work? Yes, it did. Oh, that's it. Oh, that's pure brilliance. Once again, completely flawless by yours truly. It's never in doubt of that working. It totally was. That was quite a poor performance, by me honestly. I'm embarrassed. However, what I am looking forward to doing is making this smaller. Because hey, that's something I love doing. So, in order to make this smaller, you need so a key aspect of this is the fact that you have the subtracting circuit going on here. It's a bit of a funky one, but I think you need it. So you need your mulch. I'm gonna call this mulch for now. So that's 5. You put a couple of blocks here. So that's gonna be on 2, 1. So 5. So you need this on 3. Great. So ideally, when repeat the previous command, that should be 2. This should be 1. And if you place this one here, it sets off the clock, and that gets things going. This is honestly some of the most ugly redstone I've done in a very long time, but Like most of my redstone, it gets the job done. Hey, actually, if I make that 4, I can eliminate that block too. Hey. Yeah. Clearly, I've got my priorities right. So theoretically, if I do this, it works. The subtraction's working. And this one's set up at the same time. And I think that is a sign of a job. Perfectly done, if I do say so myself. Unfortunately, I thought this would be a cheap build. It is not a cheap build, which is what really sucks about this. And I don't really think I can retrofit this to work. Yeah, I definitely can't make this work with honeycombs because, one second, I just want to check what the recipe for a honeycomb is. Because if I'm not wrong, this is, let's see, how do you do that? Yeah, this, that is genius. Oh, you know why that's genius? It's because if I put a pair of shears in here, and I put a solitary honeycomb block there, and I get a few more glass bottles. Because it is the same thing. Oh no, there's an edge case, Oh, that was so very nearly genius. It was so very nearly genius. Ha. There's an edge case, and I don't think I can do anything about that. So the reason I wanted to do this is because I did not want to put a single item filter in. Instead, I've used thrice the number of I've used 4 times the number of comparatives and repeaters that a normal farm would have required me to use. At least twice. But the good news is it's just 2 hoppers, which is also the same as a farm, as the normal system, I think. But hey, the good news is at least it works, and I will take that as a massive success. I am particularly proud of this. I wonder if I can make it any smaller. I don't think so. I really don't think so. I think this is pure genius. Yeah, that's accurate. Thanks. It's good to know I have a good soothing voice. But yes, I do doubt my skills quite a lot. Mainly because it's been quite a while since I've done this. But yeah, I think this works. The only problem is it's a bit too big for me to put in my survival world. But hey, I'm just starting out. I think this is really nice. Especially these guys are really, really cute. Look at them. Look at them. So as long as I don't put any chests near the base, I think this guy should be quite safe. It'd be good to get some honeycombs because I will have to wax this lad, otherwise he's gonna freeze up. And yeah, we shall see. All in all, I think this is a grand success. So we want to do that. Yep, we have one there. It's detected the stuff there. It's gonna pick it up. There's a honey block in there. Place the water bottles. Just gonna check it here. Just gonna then just put it there. Brilliance. Absolute brilliance. Yeah, the only thing is that if we really nice and could put a shear in there, the problem with shears is it mixes up with the honeycomb here. That's with the honey bottles here, so you can't get. You end up just breaking the system entirely. It could be really easily solved if you just put a single item filter in, but that is not what we do in this town. Unfortunately, hey, it is what it is. The only reason this does not work is because there's a random crafting recipe with honey bottles converting to sugar. The design would be a lot smaller. I mean, the thing is, the design would obviously be a lot smaller if it was just for honeycomb because you don't need to recycle bottles, which is sort of the whole point of this. So yeah, I am just contradicting myself at this point. I'm just wondering if there's any way we can make this smaller. There is one quite simple way, if I'm being honest, and that is the fact that this is on a level 8. This is a filled composter. And this is a level 4 composter. So... oh no, that's working the wrong way around, isn't it? Yeah. We need the output from this. Oh wait, I'm already selected there. We need the output from this, which is already a comparator in itself already. So I don't think it's all too useful. Yeah, we need the comparator running into this. Do you? Wait, I've never tested that out. See, you have a comparator, you have one of these lads here, you have this lad there. Missing a block here. That goes there, that goes there. And so that is a level 4, which means the output here should be level 4. That's a level 2. It's still level 4, unfortunately. This does not. Well, worth a try, I guess. Yeah, I think this works quite admirably. Especially if I can just hide this well enough. It looks like it could be a winner. It's a bit of a complicated circuit. 4 comparators, 2 repeaters, a bunch of redstone, a dispenser, 2 hoppers, a crafter, a copper chest, and 2 more chests on top of that. So yeah, we're a bit hefty on resources, but hey, it'll do. I think it'll do. So anyways, thanks for watching. This is the live stream. I don't think I'll be doing a survival live stream this week. But anyways, thanks for watching. This means guys, I'm out. So Chafna, see you in the next one. I might make a tutorial on this. Who knows? Maybe not. Maybe never. We shall see. Ciao for now. Bye bye.